My dear students, welcome back to our channel. Students, in this video I am explaining Osmania University Degree 4th Semester, 2nd Language, Arabic Important Short and Long Questions and Answers. One by one. Let's start quick revision. First important short question is 1. Translate the following paragraph with reference to the context. 1. Arabic. Translation. It was the happiest day when the sun rose, and his father had passed away while his mother was pregnant with him. His grandfather named him Muhammad, following the Arab tradition of seeking a nurse for his orphaned grandson. This joy was felt by Halima al-Sadiya. 2. Arabic. Translation. The female companions, Sahabiyat, are the best women of this nation and among the Muslim women who had the honor of being in the company of the Prophet, peace be upon him. They are the best embodiment of the virtuous women mentioned in the Quran and the Sunnah, and they are among the righteous Muslim women. 3. Arabic. Translation. The Prophet was born on Monday, the 12th day of Rabi al-Awwal, and it was the happiest day when the sun rose. His father had passed away while his mother was carrying him, and his grandfather named him Muhammad, following the Arab tradition of seeking a nurse for his orphaned grandson. This joy was felt by Halima al-Sadiya. 4. Arabic. Translation. The father of the Prophet passed away on Monday, the 12th day of Rabi al-Awwal, and it was the happiest day when the sun rose. Short questions. Write the definition of Hadith Sharif. 1. Write the definition of Hadith Sharif. English. Hadith Sharif refers to the sayings, actions, and approvals of Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, that were transmitted by his companions. These narrations serve as a significant source of guidance for Muslims in understanding the teachings of Islam, alongside the Quran. The term Sharif signifies its nobility and reverence, indicating that the Hadith is a precious and respected part of Islamic tradition. Arabic. 2. English translation. What is the title of Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, among the people? English answer. Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, was called Al-Amin the Trustworthy and Al-Sadiq the Truthful by his people. Before his prophethood, he was known for his honesty, integrity, and reliability, earning him immense respect among the people of Makkah. Arabic answer. 3. English translation. On which day and month was Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, born? English answer. Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, was born on the 12th of Rabi al-Awwal, in the year of the elephant, which corresponds to around 20th April 570 CE. This day is celebrated by Muslims around the world as the birth of the beloved Prophet. Arabic answer. Next. Short questions. 3. Write 5 examples by using the following words. 1. English. Example. Is used to describe a past situation. Translation. The weather was beautiful in the morning. Arabic. 2. English. Example. Is used to indicate a change into a new state or condition. Translation. Muhammad became an engineer after his graduation. Arabic. 3. English. Example. Shows a change in the state or condition. Translation. The team became more coordinated after intensive training. Arabic. 4. English. Example. Is a particle used to emphasize the sentence. Translation. Indeed, Allah is forgiving and merciful. Arabic. 5. English. Example. Expresses a wish or desire. Translation: I wish I could travel to Mecca. Arabic. Write any two examples of kana in Arabic too. What are and how many are they? 1. English translation. How many incomplete verbs are there? Mention their names. English answer. There are 10 incomplete verbs in Arabic. These verbs are called incomplete because they require a subject and a complement to form a complete meaning. Arabic answer. 2. Write any two examples of kana in Arabic. English translation. Write any two examples of kana in Arabic. English answer. 1. Translation. The weather was sunny today. 2. Translation. Muhammad was at school. Arabic answer. 3. What are and how many are they? English translation. What are and how many are they? English answer. Is a particle used for emphasis in Arabic. It is one of a set of particles known as in and its sisters, which are used to emphasize or confirm the sentence. There are 7 particles that resemble, and they are. These particles work similarly too by introducing emphasis or certainty. Arabic answer. 4. English translation. How many particles resemble verbs? English answer. There are 9 particles that resemble verbs, known as. These particles include. These particles work similarly to verbs and have a significant effect on the structure of a sentence. Arabic answer. Short questions. 4. 4. Write any 5 meanings from the following words. English translation of the question. Answers in English. Meanings of the words. 1. Aslam, to submit or surrender, specifically in the context of Islam, meaning to convert to Islam or to accept peace. 2. Azad, to make someone happy or to bring joy. 3. Saad, to ascend, climb, or go up. 4. Shart, to witness or see. 5. Ishtihar, to become famous or well-known. 6. Albala, test, calamity, or affliction. 7. Dar, house or dwelling place. 8. Ramda, extreme heat, often referring to the scorching heat of the sun. 9. Al-Shatam, insulting, cursing, or verbal abuse. 10. Murdiye, nursing, referring to a woman who is breastfeeding. 11. Atma, to complete, finish, or perfect. 12. Tashrafna, to be honored or to feel privileged. 13. Afifat, chaste or modest women, referring to those who are pure in character. 14. Talat, to rise or appear, commonly used for the rising of the sun or an event happening. 15. Khasiyat, humble or reverent, often referring to those who are devoted or submissive in worship. 16. Natka, to speak or pronounce, specifically used for speaking aloud. 17. Ishtihar, to become famous or widely recognized, repeated. 18. Qanitat, devout or obedient, often used to describe those who are pious and submissive in worship. 19. Alzad, provision or supplies, usually referring to the food and necessities taken on a journey. 20. Alistinab, avoidance or the act of staying away from something. 21. Adhru, to realize, comprehend, or reach a conclusion. Short questions. 5. 5. Convert any 5 of the following singular into plural. English translation of the question. Write 5 plural forms of the following words. Answers in English, plurals of the words. 1. Ummam. 2. Sahbiya, sahabiyat. 3. Hukma, akam. 4. Yom, ayam. 5. Shab, shub. 6. Saliha, salihat. 7. Zawj, azwaj. 8. Abba. 9. Afifa, afifat. 10. Ghajwa, gzawat. 11. Shab, shub, repeated. 12. Walad, aulad. 13. Hukma, ahkam, repeated. 14. Mumina, muminat. 15. Sabira, sabirat. 16. Kafir, kufar. 17. Zawj, azwaj, repeated. 18. Kanita, kanitat. 19. Muslima, muslimat. 20. Ibada, ibadat. Answers in Arabic. Short questions. 6. Write a short note about the poet Abu Nuwas. 1. English translation. Write a brief summary about the life of the poet Abu Nuwas. English answer. Abu Nuwas, whose full name is Al-Hasan ibn Hani al-Hakmi, was a famous Arab poet born in 756 CE in the city of Ahvaz, modern-day Iran. He is known for his mastery in various forms of Arabic poetry, particularly in the genres of vine poetry, homoeroticism, and satire. Abu Nuwas was a prominent figure during the Abbasid period, especially during the reign of Harun al-Rashid. He was known for his bold and unconventional themes in poetry, and his work often challenged societal norms. His witty and playful nature earned him the admiration of both the elite and the common people. He died in 814 CE, but his poetry continues to be celebrated for its brilliance and depth. Arabic answer. Three. What do you know about the poet? Write about his life. English translation. English answer. Abu Alala al-Mairi, born in 973 CE in Marat al-Numan, Syria, was a renowned Arab philosopher, poet, and scholar. He is best known for his deeply philosophical poetry, which often questioned societal norms, religion, and the nature of human existence. Al-Mairi lost his sight at an early age, which led him to focus on intellectual and literary pursuits. His works are noted for their pessimism, skepticism, and wit. Some of his most famous works include Diwan al-Burda and Risalat al-Ghufran. Al-Mairi was a solitary figure who lived much of his life in seclusion, and his works continue to be studied for their depth and complexity. He passed away in 1057 CE. Arabic answer. Long questions. 7. 1. Explain the summary of the lesson. English translation. English answer. The lesson Sirah of the Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, covers the life and biography of the Prophet Muhammad, from his birth in Mecca to his death in Medina. The Prophet Muhammad is regarded as the last messenger of God in Islam, and his life serves as a model for Muslims to follow. The lesson highlights key events in his life, such as his early years, his receiving the first revelation from God through the angel Gabriel, his prophethood, his migration, Hijrah, to Medina, and the establishment of the first Islamic state. The lesson also covers the challenges the Prophet faced, including the persecution he endured from the Quraysh tribe in Mecca, the battles fought for the survival of Islam, and his moral and spiritual teachings. The lesson emphasizes the Prophet's character, his patience, and his compassion toward others, which have made him an exemplary figure in Islamic history? Arabic answer. 2. Write in detail about the lesson. English translation. English answer. The lesson, the most famous female companions of the Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, introduces us to the prominent women who played significant roles in the early days of Islam. These women, known as the Sahabiyat, were not only strong in their faith but also contributed to the spread and establishment of Islam in various ways. 1. Khadija bint Khuwailid, R.A. She was the first wife of the Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, and the first to accept Islam. She was a wealthy businesswoman and a supportive partner to the Prophet, particularly in the early years of his prophethood. Her unwavering belief in him during difficult times was instrumental in the success of the mission. 2. Aisha bint Abi Bakr, R.A. Aisha was one of the most knowledgeable women in Islamic history. She was the daughter of the first Caliph, Abu Bakr, R.A., and became the Prophet's wife at a young age. Aisha is known for narrating numerous hadiths, sayings of the Prophet, and her contributions to Islamic jurisprudence are significant. She played an active role in the political and social affairs of the Muslim community. 3. Fatima bint Muhammad, R.A. Fatima, the daughter of the Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, is an embodiment of purity and devotion. She was a source of strength and support for her father, especially during the most difficult times in his life. She became the mother of two grandsons of the Prophet, Hassan and Hussein, who played vital roles in Islamic history. 4. Salma, R.A. Salma was one of the early converts to Islam and one of the Prophet's wives. She is known for her wisdom and leadership, especially during the Prophet's absence. She narrated many hadiths and was known for her deep understanding of Islamic principles. These women were not only devoted to the Prophet but also became leaders, scholars, and activists in the early Muslim community. They exemplified the virtues of faith, courage, and knowledge. Their contributions continue to inspire Muslim women today. Arabic answer. Long questions. 8. Explain with examples. English translation of the questions. Answer to question 1, Inna and its sisters. Explanation of Inna and its sisters. Inna and its sisters are a group of Arabic particles that work to emphasize a certain sentence or make the subject of a sentence more definite. These particles always introduce a nominal sentence and require the noun after them to be in the accusative case. The sisters of Inna are 1. Inna, indeed. 2. Anna, that. 3. Lekin, but. 4. Lakina, however. 5. La, perhaps. 6. Kana, as if. 7. Madam, as long as. Examples. 1. Indeed, Muhammad is diligent. Here, emphasizes that Muhammad is indeed diligent. 2. I know that the lesson is difficult. Here, introduces a clause that is the object of the verb know. 3. He is diligent, but his brother is lazy. Here, contrasts two ideas. 2. Write about poets, 1 and 2. English translation. 1, 2. English answer. 1. Abu Nuwas. Abu Nuwas, 756 to 814 CE, was a famous Arab poet from the Abbasid period. He was known for his witty, satirical, and often controversial poetry. Abu Nuwas' works reflected the hedonistic lifestyle of the time, particularly his indulgence in wine, love, and carefree living. He was a master of the Arabic qasida, odes, which were characterized by their vibrant descriptions and emotional depth. His poetry was both celebrated for its boldness and criticized for its moral content, especially in relation to his open admiration of wine and his disregard for traditional moral values. 2. Al-Mutanabbi. Al-Mutanabbi, 915 to 965 CE, is regarded as one of the greatest poets in Arab history. Known for his eloquent and powerful poetry, his verses often dealt with themes of pride, ambition, and honor. Al-Mutanabbi was also known for his self-assurance and his confidence in his poetic abilities, often claiming that he was above the ordinary and was meant for greatness. His poetry is recognized for its depth, rhetorical flair, and its ability to critique social and political issues. His life, which was filled with ambition and struggle, influenced much of his poetry. He died tragically, but his legacy remains significant in Arabic literature. Arabic answer. 1. Abu Nuwas. 2. Al-Mutanabbi. 4. Write about the poet Abul Atahiya. English translation. English answer. Abu al-Atahiya was a renowned poet from the early Abbasid period, born in 748 CE in the city of Kufa. He is famous for his contributions to Arabic poetry, particularly his poems focused on asceticism, the fleeting nature of life, and his contemplations on death. His real name was Ishq ibn Ibrahim, and he is most notable for his shift from a carefree and hedonistic youth to a more introspective and pious adult. His poetry became well known for its simplicity, emotional depth, and its expression of the moral and philosophical concerns of his time. Abu al-Atahiya's work is often seen as a reflection of the changing values of society during the Abbasid Caliphate, moving from the indulgent and luxurious lifestyle of the early period to a more pious and philosophical outlook in later years. Abu al-Atahiya's work includes elegies, odes, and poems that reflect his personal struggles with the meaning of life, his conversion to asceticism, and his deep thoughts about the afterlife. His poetry has influenced many later poets, and he remains one of the most significant figures in Arabic literature. Arabic answer. One. Write in detail about the poetry during the Abbasid period. English translation. English answer. The Abbasid period, 750 to 1258 CE, in the history of Islam marked a significant shift in Arabic poetry, both in terms of content and form. It was a time of flourishing intellectual and cultural activity in the Islamic world, with Baghdad becoming a center of knowledge, art, and literature. Poetry during this period reflected the dynamic and diverse society, which included Arab traditional values, Persian influences, and a growing urbanized society. Abbasid poets deviated from the traditional themes of the pre-Islamic era, which focused mainly on tribal honor, battles, and the harsh desert environment. In the Abbasid period, poets began to express a broader range of themes including social life, love, politics, science, and philosophy. Poetry was no longer solely the domain of the Bedouin, but became accessible to the urban elites, intellectuals, and scholars in cities like Baghdad, Kufa, and Damascus. Some of the most notable poets of the Abbasid era include Abu Nuwas, Al-Mutanabbi, Abu Tammam, and Al-Buhturi. They are known for their mastery of the Qasida, Ode, which was the dominant poetic form during this period. These poets often employed intricate and sophisticated rhetorical devices such as metaphor, simile, and alliteration to enhance their poetry. The Abbasid poets were also influenced by Persian literature and culture. They borrowed themes from Persian literature, including mysticism, the concept of human frailty, and the ephemeral nature of life. The era also witnessed the development of the Maqama, an eloquent, rhymed narrative prose, which further contributed to the diversity of the Arabic literary landscape. Arabic answer. To write about the poetry and poets of the Abbasid period. English translation. English answer. The Abbasid period, often regarded as the golden age of Islamic culture, saw a remarkable transformation in Arabic poetry. This era was marked by intellectual expansion, and poetry became an essential part of the cultural, political, and social life of the time. The poets of this period introduced new themes, styles, and forms, influenced by the changing political and cultural landscape, including the rise of the Islamic Caliphate and the expansion of trade and knowledge. One of the main features of Abbasid poetry was its emphasis on sophistication and intellectual depth. Poets began to move away from the traditional themes of desert life and tribalism, exploring subjects like urban life, philosophy, nature, mysticism, and even love. Poetry became a medium through which intellectuals, scholars, and courtly elites could communicate their ideas. Key poets of the Abbasid period include Abu Nuwas, known for his poetry on wine, love, and his rebellious spirit. Abu Nuwas was one of the most famous poets of the time. His poems reflect the hedonistic lifestyle and the free-spirited nature of the era. Al-Mutanabbi, perhaps the most celebrated poet of the era, Al-Mutanabbi is known for his grandiose self-confidence and eloquent style. His poetry often delved into themes of pride, ambition, and personal greatness. Abu Tammam, known for his mastery of the Qasida, Abu Tammam's works focused on a variety of topics, from heroism to the expression of human emotions. Al-Buhturi, a contemporary of Abu Tammam, Al-Buhturi was known for his refined style, which was more focused on praise poetry and the beauty of nature. These poets contributed significantly to the development of the Arabic literary tradition, blending various influences from the Arabic-speaking world, Persia, and the wider Islamic Empire. Their work helped establish the Abbasid period as a pinnacle of cultural and literary achievement. Arabic answer. Write about Imam Bukhari. English translation. English answer. Imam al-Bukhari, 810 to 870 CE, was a renowned Islamic scholar and compiler of the most authentic collection of hadith, known as Sahih al-Bukhari. He was born in Bukhara, a city in present-day Uzbekistan, and his full name was Abu Abdullah Muhammad ibn Ismail al-Bukhari. Imam Bukhari spent his early life studying hadith and travelled widely across the Islamic world, from the Arabian Peninsula to Egypt and Syria, in search of authentic narrations of the sayings and actions of Prophet Muhammad, PBUH. He met with scholars and collected hadiths from them, rigorously verifying their authenticity by using a strict methodology. His Sahih al-Bukhari is regarded as one of the most significant collections of hadith in Islam. It contains over 7,000 hadiths, including repetitions, and is considered the most reliable source of narrations after the Quran. Imam Bukhari's work is known for its accuracy, and he applied a rigorous system of authentication to ensure the credibility of each narration. The scholars he accepted had to meet high standards, and the chain of transmission, isnad, was scrutinized in detail. Imam Bukhari's contributions to Islamic scholarship are immense, and his work has influenced the study of hadith and Islamic jurisprudence. He passed away in 870 CE in Khartank, near Samarkand, and is buried there. His legacy continues to be honored by Muslims worldwide, as his work remains an essential reference for Islamic scholars and students of hadith. Arabic answer. I hope you understand easily each question. All the best, students, for your upcoming exam. For other subject, quick revision. Important questions. Previous question papers. And syllabus. Links are available in description. Check out once. Thank you for watching. Like and share this video with your friends.